Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Conversations with the Empress. I am the Empress. And as you can tell by my royal and naughty attire, it's Friday, y'all. The day we've all been waiting for. At least I have. It's been too long, okay? And y'all know I love a Freaky Friday. Before we talk about this fabulous fit I have on tonight, y'all know the routine. Please go hit that like, share, and subscribe below. All those things help my channel to grow. The more you like it, the more you share it, the more you subscribe, the larger my platform gets. And I greatly appreciate the support. So do your girl a favor. Go hit that like, share, and subscribe right about now. And I'll just adjust all this cake for y'all while y'all go subscribe and like and share and all them things. Thank you. So the fit for tonight is honestly something I found on Amazon. I liked it because it's purple and it's long like a gown. Just felt really sexy and naughty and regal, and that's why I picked it. I call this one Purple Pleasure. Let me know what y'all think in the comments of my Purple Pleasure outfit. Hopefully it's giving your eyes some pleasure. What y'all think? Is it pleasurable? I mean, I know it's purple, but is it pleasurable? I like to play around with y'all, have a lot of different voices and all different types of personalities going on with me. But it brings me to the subject tonight, which is phone sex. I recently started a new business venture called Calendly, where you can call and pay for a number of different kinds of conversations to have with me, like a live me, like not a recording of me, but actually me. And it just got me to thinking like, I never did a show on phone sex, because phone sex is one of the things I offer on my Calendly, also known as phone bonus, what I like to say. But phone sex has been here for ages, probably not as long as prostitution, because I think the phone came after prostitution, but it's one of the oldest forms of sex and also one of the oldest forms of sex work. And even before it was called phone sex, like it was here, you know what I mean? People would dirty talk on the phone to one another. And, there was this one smart person from somewhere back in the day that said, oh, well, we should get paid to do this. And I'm definitely jumping on that train and getting paid to do it, okay? And my mouth game is strong in more ways than one, but we only talking about phone bowling right here, okay? I want to talk tonight about the pluses of phone sex, because I don't even see any cons, so I'm an advocate for it. So we're going to talk about the positives about phone sex. First of all, the biggest reason why I think phone sex is great is because it's basically like the Burger King of your mind and imagination. And I say Burger King because, their motto is have it your way. And with phone sex, you can have it your way. You might not be able to physically have it your way, but whatever you can think of in your mind, you can have, okay? I had a guy call me the other day and he wanted SPH, which for y'all that don't know what SPH is small penis humiliation. Obviously, he wanted the Miss My Way all day package, which is my dominatrix package. And quick conversation, 15 to 20 minutes. He paid for 30, but 15 to 20 minutes. And I basically just ridiculed his small member, and he pleasured himself. And that shit made his day, okay? He didn't have to see me. I didn't have to see him. All he had to do was let me in his mind, and I made that fantasy come true for him in that moment, okay? I definitely did enjoy the humiliation as well. It appeals to the sadist in me. But the fact that you can have whatever you imagine, things that you can't tell your partner that you fantasize about, anything, you can have whatever it is you want when you do phone boning. Another plus to it is you could be completely anonymous, or you could pretend to be somebody completely different. You always fantasize about being a hot construction worker, a hot fireman, and the girl of your dreams is walking down her street in her little coochie cutter shorts and a tank top or whatever, and you're hosing her down with your hose or whatever. I'm just coming off the top, but you can be whoever you want to be when you are having phone sex. You do not have to be who you are in your everyday life. You could be who you imagine to be. You could be somebody else completely. There's so much freedom in it. That's what makes it so pleasurable. Another plus is that phone sex is a lot safer than actually physically having sex. In this day and age with the Rona and all these other types of diseases that's going on, there's a lot of factors that go into physically having sex, from hygiene to STDs to, so many different factors, odors like hair, sweat. There's so many things that you have to potentially deal with when you physically have sex with somebody. When you phone bone, you don't have to deal with any of that. That person could be whoever you want them to be. You can imagine them to smell and be built however you want them to built however you see them to be built. It's much safer physically than actually having sex with somebody. Another plus to phone sex is that it helps in long distance situations. I myself have been in long distance relationships in my life, and one of the most frustrating things about it is that I can't physically be with the person. But being able to have phone sex with that person, especially hands-free, like if you have earphones or AirPods, or y'all I'm not an eye person. I know my little eye friend's going to be like, oh, say the right shit, say the right shit. Look, I'm not an eye person. I'm Android all day, okay? So your little earphones, your AirPods, your ear, whatever. Hands-free phone sex is awesome because you can hear the person, and your hands can do all the work, and you can imagine your hands are their hands. It definitely does help in long distance situations because you can't physically be with the person. But the power of the mind is amazing, and I'm telling you right now, I've had some long distance phone sex that definitely would have curled your toes, okay? Another plus to phone sex is that I personally feel that it can curb your appetite for cheating. If you're a person who's been in a relationship for a long time and you have been wanting to cheat or have had struggles with cheating, phone sex might be the actual thing to help you curb that appetite for actually making that mistake of physically having sex with someone. Now, we could get into relationships and if your partner thinks that phone sex is cheating or not. That's a case-by-case basis. Me personally, the woman that I am, I don't feel like phone sex is cheating, especially if it's sex that you're paying for over the phone. Now, if it's a female that you met in real life and y'all having dirty talk on the phone, I might feel some type of way about that because you're not paying her, and it's like it could be an escalation to cheating. But if you're paying for it, I honestly don't feel like it's cheating. So, that might be a benefit to phone sex for somebody that struggles with that. Another plus is, there are a lot of people that have like handicaps or disabilities, and just people that don't feel really great about how they look physically, or maybe they're shut-ins and don't come out, or hermits and don't come out. Phone sex is a way for them to escape and actually be able to have sexual pleasure with an interaction with somebody else without having to come out the house and without having to reveal themselves to the person or to the world. There's a lot of people in a lot of different situations. There's handicapped people who might have a hard time, getting out here in this world and dating just because of the situation, so I feel like phone sex could help in that way. It also could build your confidence within yourself. Because I always say, if you can say it, if you can verbally say it, there's a chance that you can physically do it. So it gives hope for people who might not be as confident and comfortable within themselves to actually physically go out here and find somebody to date. One of the biggest reasons why I'm an advocate for phone sex is because I feel like it can enhance your self-pleasure. So, I've talked to you guys about my self-pleasure and how it's like on steroids, and I got to do a whole bunch just to get off because of who I am as a person. But having someone on the phone with you kind of aiding you along in your self-exploration and self-pleasure could definitely be a benefit. It could definitely make it hotter. It could definitely make your orgasm more intense. And I know for me, when I'm in a sexual place, even when I'm physically having sex with somebody, my mouth is reckless. Like, I say wild, crazy stuff that I would never say in a regular basis. So, having another person interacting with you on the phone and saying wild stuff that just falls in line with what you're thinking and what you're saying, it definitely can intensify it, definitely can make your experience of self-pleasure much more pleasurable, for a lack of a better word. I know in this day and age, there are a lot of people out here that are sex workers, and from exotic dancers to escorts to kink performers, all these different things. I feel like sometimes, especially with me being a professional dominatrix, there's a lot of times where I don't really feel like physically interacting with somebody. Okay, this is a big reason why I came up with the Calendly thing, is because having a conversation for me is never an issue for me, especially if I'm gonna have it, on a date and a time is scheduled. I know how long this call is gonna last. When you have in-person sessions with somebody, it's a lot more pressure to look a certain way, to perform a certain way. And just the overall interaction with a person can cause anxiety, can cause stress. And, phone sex is one of them things that can be a relief to a sex worker, but also be a relief to the person on the other end that's calling, okay? Because physical interactions with people can sometimes be uncomfortable. Something could turn you off. Like, none of that can happen on the phone. Like, your brain will create whatever image of the other person that, you want. So I feel like it's a win-win. I feel like if you haven't tried it, you should try it. Okay? Don't knock it until you try it. Phone sex been going on for a long time. People be sleeping on it nowadays, but I'm telling you, it's just as good as it ever was. And you guys definitely call me on Calendly. I have all different types of conversations on there, not just phone boning ones. There's lots of different packages. And I was thinking that I should do like a little incentive or a give back for you guys. So DM me on Instagram and tell me what your favorite phone bone fantasy is. And if I like yours, I will give you a free 5-minute phone bone conversation with me. Okay? Also, if you book with me on Calendly, every 3 conversations you have with me, your 4th one is going to be free. Okay? So that's my incentive for you guys to call me on Calendly. Come get some of this vocal magic that I be having. I could be whoever you want, baby. Call me and find out. In the meantime, make sure you go hit like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all on Calendly. Bye. Hey, yo. Thanks for watching. My contact information is below. Please go like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Your support is always appreciated. But if you want to show that support with them dollars, though, throw your girl a CashApp, you feel me? Until we meet again, smooches.